It's your boy Joy Talks, man. Today we're gonna be going over what Pro Football Focus had to say about the 2023 draft picks that the Broncos picked, man. Let's get into it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can be. All right, so Pro Football Focus went ahead and released a video about 22 hours ago letting the world know how they really feel about the Denver Broncos, man. I haven't watched this video, so everything is going to be live, man. Let's just jump on into it, man. All right, so Broncos, the first pick the Broncos had was deep in the second round. I'm sorry, deep in the second round. We moved up to get Marvin Mims, receiver out of Oklahoma, man. Okay, so right here, he's talking about how Marvin Mims is the player who is basically going to do better than his stock. Okay, all the analytics love him, all the advanced statistics love Marvin Mims. He was a playmaker at Oklahoma. Look at this, man. Let's go ahead and take a quick look, man. He had a 75.5 Pro Football Focus grade, 13 deep catches last season, which ranked him tied for 11th in the nation. 602 deep yards, third. 13th in deep catches, but third. I'm sorry, 11th in deep catches, but third in deep yards. What does that tell you? Yards per reception, 8.15. And missed tackles for 7, man. Marvin Mims is a game changer, man. Go check out the last highlight video I put on my page of this man. Second, third round type of player they're saying, but we've seen those players be good positional guys, good guys that produce at the next level. I think Marvin Mims has what it takes, man. I definitely agree. Marvin Mims can definitely be good in this system. It's all about getting him on the field, man. Yeah. A lot of guys, man. The Denver wide receiver room is deep. Just like he said, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, now Marvin Mims, Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler. All of the guys that we had last season who were either practice squad guys or guys that were on the brink of getting playing time. So we got Kendall Hinton, Jalen Virgil, Brandon Johnson. There's so many guys. We let go of Freddie Swain. He's not on the roster anymore. But there's so many guys that are fighting for PT. Sean Payton's known to use about 4 or 5 wide receivers, though. So we'll see how it all goes, man. Lot of receivers in Denver. Biggest thing though with the wide receivers that we have is that Jerry Jeudy's number 1, bro. He should be the number 1 target for us this season. Period, point blank. I think that Jerry Jeudy is him. Jerry Jeudy could really be a top 10 wide receiver in the league if he gets the touches that he deserves, man. Quite frankly, if you ask me, Jerry Jeudy with a little bit more catches last season, he would have been over 1,000 yards. Easily over 1,000 yards. And he would have been one of these wide receivers that people are talking about on a consistent basis when you talk about the top 10 wide receivers in the league, man. Jerry Jeudy has all the qualities to make him a star. His route running is elite. He has elite speed. He has elite acceleration. He can go up and catch a 50-50 ball, even though he isn't the tallest wide receiver out there. He can play physical. Physicality is probably the one place that he can possibly improve. As he's growing into his man body, he can get some more muscles, push some more DBs off of him. But Jerry Jeudy has all the skills to be a game changer at the next level, and he already is. But to be an even more elite game changer at the next level, man. Let's go ahead and get back into this video. Devery Henson. Who the Who is Devery Henson? Who is Devery Henson? Now, they're talking about how Marvin Mims is good at locating deep balls. I completely agree. That's something that Russell Wilson absolutely loved last season. There were times where he was throwing the ball deep and there was nobody close. Nobody close. The guys we had out there, either they didn't turn around to locate the ball or the ball just wasn't where the ball needed to be. But I think Marvin Mims definitely has the tools necessary to make that a really nice thing. Another wide receiver I didn't even mention was the returner from last year, Montrell Washington. I think that he has a few plays last year where he struggled with that. They keep talking about Courtland Sutton on the trading block. I don't see this nowhere but on Pro Football Focus, man. Anybody talking about the wide receivers for the Broncos getting traded, I'm not seeing nobody at the Broncos talk about that, man. I watch all the pressers and everything. I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it, man. But if it happens, it happens. The room is deep. I really like our guys that we have, though. Marquez Callaway from the Saints, we picked him up too. Look, I'm just naming wide receivers. I think I'm at number 10 by now. All right, so now they're talking about Drew Sanders, the transfer out of Alabama to Arkansas. One of the best linebackers in this year's class. If you ask me, Drew Sanders can play a number of places on the field, man. Let's go ahead and look at his stats. He had a Pro Football Focus grade of a 79.2 in his first year at the position of being an off-ball linebacker. At Alabama, he was actually on ball, which means that he was an outside linebacker, and he switched to middle linebacker. 39 pressures, ranked him fourth in the country, man. That's absolutely ridiculous. Pass rush win rate was 28.3, top him 13th. Coverage stop 17th, coverage grade they gave him a 77.8, man. If you ask me, I think the Broncos got an absolute steal right here with Drew Sanders, man. Drew Sanders, coming out of high school, he was the number 2 athlete in the country playing quarterback. He was a Swiss Army knife, man. He played every single position basically out there on the football field, offense, defense. The guy was absolutely immaculate. But let's go ahead and get back into this video. Okay, so they saying we got a round's worth of value since he dropped all the way to the 3rd. They say he was going to be a top 2nd. I thought the same thing. I thought the Broncos got a really, really nice player at that position. All right, so now they're going ahead and talking about Riley Moss. They didn't really give Drew Sanders a lot of time there, but Riley Moss, if you ask me, Riley Moss has all the intangibles to be good in the NFL. He could be a solid starter, man. He's good at locating the ball. He can move to safety if he wants to. He's very intelligent out there. From the film that I watched, from the film that I put on my channel, please go check that out. I think Riley Moss can be a really solid starter in the NFL. He had 11 career interceptions at Iowa. The other guy that lined up across from him at the other cornerback position is having a pretty nice career at Iowa as well. But they're bringing up his race. I really don't think that him being white matters. As long as you can play football, you can play football, man. Riley Moss has it. He has it, man. He has it. Yeah, I definitely believe that he might stay at that cornerback position. He can move to safety. He could definitely do it, but corner seemed like the place for him. He's really good at locating the ball. So safety isn't really bad, but I can see him staying in that corner.
I struggle to work out whether that's bad luck or a flaw in his game. He allows a lot of catches when he's in actually close attendance, and it tends to be because he's looking for the ball right as it arrives, so it zooms past his head as he's turning to look at it, and all of a sudden it's a catch. It just always gets by.
That's coaching. What he's talking about is nothing but coaching. He goes to the next level, gets a good DB coach in his ear. He corrects that, man. He has Patrick Surtain that he's going to be watching practice film on each and every practice. So I'm pretty sure he'll drastically improve in that area. That's not really an area of concern with me. I think Riley Moss can be one of those guys, man. But let's go ahead and talk more about Drew Sanders, because they just skipped over my guy. Like, what the? But Drew Sanders, you seen the pressures. The guy can hit hard. He has the heart of a champion. He transferred out of Alabama because he wasn't getting any PT, if you ask me. Not any valuable PT. But when he went to Arkansas, he was really the star on that defense. First year in a new defense, first year in a new role, he shined. We got to steal in the third round, Broncos country. Let's go ahead and get back into this video. JL Skinner, man. Broncos country's loving him. Yep, JL Skinner. He's a dog. Dog. What I love about the JL Skinner pick is the fact that we just signed Kareem Jackson. And claps. Just signed Kareem Jackson. JL Skinner can learn a lot from Kareem, and they both got that dog in them, man. They both got that dog in them. His stats really don't show what he did at Boise State, man. The guy, he got that dog in him. I think we got to steal with JL, man. If he can touch that field, get some time, he definitely got to steal, man. They're talking about JL Skinner on Travis Kelce. We got a game plan for Kelce. I'm pretty sure we got a game plan for Kelce. If it's JL Skinner, then it is what it is. But I don't see that. I've been watching Kelce for some years, bro. 8 for 120 and a tutty. I'll live with that. I'll live with that, bro. I will live with it. As long as it ain't 8 with 50 and 3 touchdowns. When Kelce has those games where he scores 2 or more tutties, it's a wrap. No team is beating the Seahawks. Beating the Chiefs. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think that's basically because Kelce is savvy with his routes, and there's really not nothing I believe that a rookie can do to stop Travis Kelce at the end of the day. But I think we got a plan for Kelce. Okay. Pro Football Focus gave the Broncos a B+. If you ask me, I give us an A. I give us a complete A. We filled up some holes that we had. We got us some more competition in the wide receiver room. We got us some more depth at the linebacker position. We got a linebacker who's basically like Baron Browning's opposite. And if we need him to, he could put his hand in the dirt. And if we need Baron Browning to, he could go back and be off ball. I absolutely love that Drew Sanders pick. J.R. Skinner, I love that pick as well. They're not talking about the center that we got out of Oregon, but he was actually the first guy that the Broncos signed out of the rookies that were drafted. They signed him to a 4-year deal. If you ask me, that sounds like a guy who has a plan with Broncos. Sounds like he has a plan. And I think that Sean Payton can definitely get him some burn. We'll see how he is in the preseason. And then from there, we can really determine what he's going to do at the next level. Because out of everybody on offense, Lloyd Cushenberry is the position. Is the odd man out, to be honest. He's the guy that's really fighting to keep his job. And if the Broncos feel more comfortable with the new guy, you'll see them go with him. But Lloyd's a smart guy, very smart football player. And if it wasn't for an injury last year, he would have finished out the entire season. But that's it with this video, man. Thank y'all for checking in with your boy Joy Talks. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Broncos pick. Let me know if you agree with me with my draft grade. I'm giving the Broncos an A, or if you agree with Pro Football Focus right here behind me, them giving the Broncos a B+. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.